it's me Kate again. In this video I'm going to talk about all the things that I watched this month. Okay. First thing that I watched was Big Bang Theory. Again, this is probably the only TV show except for The Animal of Navy CIS Los Angeles, and Life with Derek that I watched more than 3 or 4 times, and each time it's as good as before. I know that some people say that some TV shows, when they rewatch them more than a few times, they tend to lose interest, but I think that the real reason why I like Big Bang Theory so much that each time I rewatch it, I give it 10 out of 10 stars, is that it is really one of those TV shows that even though if I don't like the episodes or storylines or characters, I hear them so deep in my memory. Like, it's my earliest memory of Big Bang Theory is in 4th grade or even before that. So it's so near, so deep in my mind, and always bugs me, and always I have something to tell about it and rewatch it, and each time I enjoy it even more. And it's definitely something that I'm going to rewatch time and time again, and each time I'm going to feel the same way, and I won't feel sorry or bad for rewatching it so many times. The next thing that I watched this month is Batwoman episode 8. I gave it, as the whole season, 10 out of 10 stars because I enjoyed it. I didn't watch episode 9 because it's part of Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, and I haven't watched part 1, so it's really weird to watch part 2 and not part 1, and then don't watch parts 3 to 5, because I only have, on my streaming servers, I have only only Batwoman, so it's a little bit weird. The next thing that I watched was Nightcracker and the 4 Rounds, which is a Christmas movie that tells the story of daughter of the girl in the original Nightcracker story, I think. Yeah. Then I watched and I gave 10 out of 10 stars. I watched it once before this year, but I don't remember exactly when. Then I watched a bunch of Christmas movies. I'm just going to tell my rating and what they are. So, because the storylines blend together and they're Christmas movies, so not much happens in them. The first one is Homegrown Christmas. I gave it 10 out of 10 stars. The next one is Holiday Tales. Again, 10 out of 10 stars. Then Perfect Christmas Village, which I watched 2 times, that I gave 10 out of 10 stars. Then I watched A Star for Christmas, again 10 out of 10 stars. Okay. Then Cinderella Christmas, again watched it 2 times. I gave it 10 out of 10 stars. Then A Mission for Christmas, again 10 out of 10 stars. Then Love for Christmas, that I watched 2 times, I gave 10 out of 10 stars. Then My Christmas Love, that I gave 10 out of 10 stars. Then Christmas Confessions, that I watched 2 times and gave 10 out of 10 stars. Then A Rose for Christmas, that I watched 2 times and gave it 10 out of 10 stars. Then A Royal Ball, which I watched the last year also, that I gave 10 out of 10 stars. And that's it for the Christmas movies. The next 4 things aren't Christmas movies, which is great, and one of them is still ongoing, and 2 of those are movies. The first thing of the fourth last thing that I'm going to talk about is the Voice Croatia, which is on its season 3, and this month there were episodes 1 to 4. The Voice Croatia was on a break for 2 or 3 years, so there were first 2 seasons, and now after 2 or 3 years there's season 3. It's and in this season the judges actually changed, all except one. So I called that one that hasn't changed Adam Levine of Croatian Voice, because Adam Levine was, like, as far as I was American Voice for his or was so long that all other judges came and changed, and he's the only one that's for so long, and so I called that one. It hasn't changed. Adam Levine of the Croatian Voice. So he's only in the whole 3 seasons. In the first 2 seasons, all 4 judges were the same, but this year all except him left, and he's the only one who stayed. So it's really fun to watch them now, because the 4 that were before were always fighting. So this is interesting. The next thing that I need to talk about is Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. I gave it 10 out of 10 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think it was great. Definitely better than The Last Jedi. Definitely. My dad also thought that was better than The Last Jedi. It just so that happens when J.J. Abrams comes back. Because it's the end of Skywalker saga, and probably you've seen it till now, but the least favorite thing was Reylo of the whole movie. I hate Kylo Ren. So it was pain in the ass watching them. And also, what really annoyed me was I resolved to think that Finn needed to tell Rey, and I definitely am a supporter of the theory that he's force sensitive, even though it would be great if the thing was that he loved her. That would be great, but apparently isn't that, if we trust John Boyega. If we don't trust John Boyega, then it could be that, but if we do trust him, it's not that. So I hate Kylo Ren. In this movie, I really started to ship Rey with Poe. In the Force Awakens, I shipped her with Finn, but in this film, I shipped her with Poe for some reason. But I hate Kylo Ren so much. I don't know why, but I hate him. Definitely, he's never going to be one of my favorite characters. Never. He's a good villain, but... And also, about Rise of Skywalker. Why the hell Palpatine was there? Definitely you'll hear what the hell and other things like that in my videos. I do have a problem with hell. What the fucking hell? Okay, that's my pencil case that I use for my notes when I'm not in school. So, and I started geography in the morning, don't ask. So, let's up to the second last thing that I have to talk about. This is going to be a long video after this. The next thing I watched, actually this was before I started watching this before the Rise of the Skywalker, but finished it later. It's Teen Wolf. You know why that it makes sense that if I watch the series of 6 seasons that I'm not going to watch it in 2 hours. So, and I watched it for 2 weeks, maybe less. 2 weeks would be year before yesterday, but I was already on my second rewatch of this year. Then, so it took me less than 2 weeks. Here's the thing. I definitely do more enjoy first 2 or 3 seasons, depending on what kind of mood I am. Do I like third season or not? More than the season, more than 4th, 5th, and 6th season, for some reason. That is first, like especially first 2, but even sometimes the season 3 are more light-hearted and are definitely more serious than the other 3. The thing is, in the first season, like they were still trying to figure out what the hell they are supposed to do with that TV show. Then in the second seasons they finally figured something out and gave that part of it inside. And then by the third season they figured more stuff out, and the third season is the longest one. And I'm on episode 20 and I won't be finishing it today, probably. Maybe tomorrow. And I watched for last 3 or 4 days. 24 episodes, 3 days. I can watch it in less than 2. But I do not want to. And instead of watching it, I film videos. Like 7 videos or 8 in a day. Yes, me. Hell. Like, definitely some of my favorite characters in Teen Wolf are the ones from first 3 seasons. The thing is, I don't like much of the characters that are introduced later. Out of all of them, like you have threat doctors who are villains. You have the German Nazi alpha thing that's a villain. Then you have the Chimera pack, which are villains, let's say. Then you have, okay, I like Parrish enough. Then you have Liam, Mason, Hayden, Brett, Theo. I don't know. I put him outside the Chimera pack, him and Hayden, but okay. Then you have Kira, although she's introduced in season 3, still she wasn't in the first 2 seasons. Automatically not like her. But I do like Cora, Ethan and Aiden. Why did I forgot Aiden? He's Ethan's twin. I should probably remember that. I definitely like characters that were introduced season 3B and onwards are not all of my favorites. My favorite characters in Teen Wolf are Scott Styles. Even though Scott is like the last of my favorites, definitely him and Allison. Scott Styles, Allison, Lydia, Jackson, Derek. Styles and Derek, Sarah, Alec and Lydia being near the top. Sheriff, Melissa, Argent, Coach, Liam, Mason, Danny, Ethan and Aiden, Boyd and Erica, Peter, and did I forgot someone? Probably not, or probably yeah. I also do like Mason and Brett, but they are not my favorite. I also do like Hayden sometimes. It also depends on in which mood I am. Sorry, my leg is a little bit crazy, so I'm going to be like moving around a lot. I also I like Theo. I don't like most of Chimera Pack. I don't like Gerard. In fact, I hate Gerard. I don't like Kate. I'm a little bit afraid of Alison's mother, to be honest. I don't like Scott's dad for some reason. Of course, if you watch Teen Wolf, you'll probably know the reason why I don't like Scott's dad. I don't like Liam's stepfather. Yeah, I don't like Parrish. Who I don't like? I don't like Kira. I don't like Kali. I don't like Ennis. I am kind of liking to Kalian, but that is really weird statement and don't use it as a good sign for me, not you. Then why to like also. I don't like. I do like Beth, I do like his sister. Sydney being the girl that I always forget about, not forgot about. And also forgot because I didn't know that she was even in the show. Up to a few days ago. I don't like her. I do kind of also like Morel. Also being a weird statement. I do also like... I don't like the... What's her name? I don't know, the hunter that appears in 6th season. That one that being... that is their guidance counselor in the second half. I don't like the tall, dark-haired guy who's always after Nolan. I forgot his name. That happens a lot. But yeah, definitely a lot of my favorite characters were introduced in first, second, or first part of the 3rd season. Because ever since season 3B is downhill for me, character-wise. Except first few, like the few that I actually do like Brett, Liam, Mason, Theo, and sometimes Hayden. But okay. The last thing that I watched was Can You Keep a Secret? I also watched one more movie a little bit, but I didn't pay attention and I don't know what it's called. But the last thing is Can You Keep a Secret? I gave 10 out of 10 stars. It's comedy about which was based on Sophie Cancella's book Can You Keep a Secret? And it's about the woman who one day after coming back from promotional thing she needed to do with for her company on a plane tells all her secrets to her boss that she didn't know was actually her boss at the time, and it was so hilarious. Like the guy who actually plays her boss is Tyler Hoechlin, but why I told them that the movie was fine were his faces that he made in the movie. Like at this point I just rewatched first 2 seasons of Teen Wolf for the second time this year, and in the first seasons the only face he made was, and all the way like no emotions on his face, and it was so funny to watch his faces during the movie. And my mom, to me movies was okay, but to you laughed all the way. I was yes. Just it was really fun. And that were all the things that I watched this month. You probably didn't notice that I told you that I'm going to watch Die Hard with my dad. What happened was we watched the Rise of the Skywalker, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, and completely forgot about Die Hard. I remembered it only today, and I don't want to turn off my laptop to actually go and watch it. I'm too lazy for that. I'm just going to rewatch Teen Wolf again. So, bye bye. That's it for this video. I don't know why I said bye bye. And I'll see you in the next one, which I'll probably film right after this one.